Hi, greetings, fellow Arrow fans. While our look at Season 1 can now get on with the 4th episode, An Innocent Man. John and Wick gets in Oliver's hideout, where Oliver offers John a chance to fight at his side and help Starling City. John turns him down, labeling him a murderer. Later, while watching the news, Oliver discovers a connection between Peter Declan, a death row inmate, and Jason Brodeur, one of the men on the list. In his hood persona, he lifts up a laurel to prove Peter innocent before he's executed. Working together, the pair uncover the truth, but Jason has his bodyguard stage a prison break so that he can have Laurel and Peter killed before the truth is revealed. Oliver sneaks into the Iron Heights prison dressed as a guard, with a ski mask to hide his face, and saves Laurel and Peter. Peter's supervisor Matt Istook ultimately confesses to Peter's innocence. John meets with Oliver and agrees to work with him so that he can both protect the city and keep Oliver from losing his humanity. However, Detective Lance arrests Oliver on suspicion of being the Hood, after seeing footage of him recovering his disguise from a garbage bin before the recent Deadshot confrontation. Meanwhile, Walter discovers that Moira has been keeping the salvaged and sabotaged family yacht hidden in a warehouse. Malcolm also calls a meeting with Moira, having discovered the Hood is not targeting the rich, but the list. Interesting. So now let's take a look at some trivia surrounding this episode. This episode marks the first time the main cast member was not present for the episode. The cast member not present was Colin Donnell. This leaves only 6 cast members who appear in every episode: Stephen Amell, Susanna Thompson, Willa Holland, Katie Cassidy, Paul Blackthorne, and David Ramsey. Rob Scott mentions to Oliver that he has 5 years of SWAT experience in the MCU of Monument Point. In the DC Comics universe, Monument Point is a city founded in 1803 near Washington, D.C. Oliver mentioned Bloodhaven, referencing a city in the comics which temporarily served as the home and base of operations for Nightwing. And now on to some goofs. When the train to Bloodhaven approaches the handcuffed Matt Istook, the signal on the track turns green in the direction of the oncoming train. This is an error as the signal should be red and indicating that the track is not clear in that direction. In the episode, Jason Brodeur's attorney introduced himself as Jared Swanstorm. However, he was credited as Victor Swanstorm. Whilst interrogating Brodeur, Oliver shoots an arrow into his left hand. Later, though, as Brodeur is being arrested, his right hand is shown to be bandaged from the wound. And now let's look at some behind-the-scenes trivia. This episode was originally titled Salvage. So overall, I feel like this is a pretty interesting episode, and I like the fact that John and Oliver are now working together. So, yeah. So overall, I give the episode An Innocent Man 3 arrowheads out of 5. Well, anyway, tune in tomorrow as we take a look at the episode Damaged. So until then, in the words of Oliver Queen, you have failed this city.